Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about passive aggression. What is passive aggression? Where does it come from? And what is the meaning of it? Passive aggression simply means that one cannot be in contact with their aggression. So anger is innate emotion, and we feel anger when we feel that somebody has crossed our boundaries. And also, as children, we get angry. Children often get angry. That's totally normal. Animals get angry as well. And the anger has a purpose so that we know that someone is in our space so that we can respond to our surroundings. If as kids we were not allowed to set boundaries, to say no, and even if we were manipulated, so we never got a chance to declare our freedom, to explore our individuality, we ended up not knowing how to say no. So we in a way feel conditioned that we have to say yes. But you know, that anger that was suppressed starts building and building and building and becomes passive aggression. Passive aggression usually operates in a way that we forget to do something that we have said. We are often late. We unconsciously break something. So these are little rebellious from our side so that we can provoke aggression into somebody else. Because that aggression is inside. It's in our energy and it's in our surroundings. And because that aggression wants to flow, it wants to go out, it ends up triggering everyone else so that they could react aggressively towards us, so that that aggression can be mirrored, can be seen, and then eventually we can become aware of it. That's totally unconscious. Although sometimes maybe if we're late, if we said yes to someone who wanted to say no, we are aware that we are aggressive, we just don't care, we're gonna be late. Or if my husband says, I'm gonna do the dishes, honey, today, and he's like, oh, why she always wants me to do it, why doesn't she ever do it? And deliberately you just forget about it. But now we're talking about if you forget to do something, literally you really forget, you're not even aware of your anger, aggression. You are not in contact with your aggression. So you have completely cut yourself off from that emotion. So first of all, if somebody who you are close to is acting passive aggressively, if you react aggressively towards them, you are promoting their behavior. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't set boundaries. Of course, you should say no and you should express what you feel. But if you act aggressively, you are promoting their behavior. Mind with me. You can share what you feel. You can say something like, hey, when you say you're gonna do the dishes, I rely on that. I rely on your words, and then you end up not doing that. I feel like I'm not being respected in that relationship. And you can see how do they react. They can also act aggressively. So it's important to know that yes, you can set boundaries. And of course, you do not have to be in that kind of relationship if you feel that somebody is crossing your boundaries to the point of abuse. And another thing that is important here is to know that you are not responsible for somebody else's passive aggression. I just want you to know that this pattern goes deeply into somebody's psyche. If you feel that you are acting from a state of passive aggression, what you can do is become aware. How often do you say yes when in fact you mean no? This is a process of becoming aware or bringing into consciousness certain behaviors. So you do not need to all of a sudden go into aggression and act it out. First, become aware of where are your boundaries, where is your space, how can you feel safe, and how can you say no. You can practice that with somebody who you are very close to. If I say no and that person does not abandon me, but still stays there and actually respects my no, how does that make me feel? And of course, become aware in situations, in every day, in small things. Is this my yes or is this my no? Do I want to go to have a coffee with that person? Yes or no? And even if you do say yes and you mean no, that's okay. Change does not happen overnight. Just by becoming aware of that, you have already done something, okay? And of course, another thing is that once you start becoming aware that your yes is actually a no, you can allow yourself to feel anger when that need to say yes comes out of you. If you remember some of the old situations where you said yes and when you actually meant no, allow yourself to feel that and allow yourself to feel sadness about it, anger about it, and whatever comes. That's okay. This is the step, this is the way how you are coming in contact with your anger in order to integrate it and allow it to flow and live as a free being at the end of the day. This is the point of self-development, so that we are aware of everything that we are and that we accept everything that we are. As I said a million times, we are not here to fix ourselves. We are not here to become the best version of ourselves. We are here to become who we are. And who we are in our nature is sometimes somebody who is very, very angry and somebody who says, no, F you, I will not do it. I will be here for myself. I will be here for my energy. That is also love that you are giving to yourself. And another thing, if we have a lot of suppressed aggression, that probably means that we end up saying yes to everyone but ourselves. So really ask yourself, what do I say yes to? That can be anything. I can say yes to my body. That's why, how does my body respond to yes today? Maybe it wants to do some exercises. Maybe it wants to eat a certain food. Maybe it wants to spend time with an animal or a child, whatever the yes is to you. It can also mean, I want to have some time with myself. Today, I really want to nourish myself, make myself hot bath, or whatever it is. I want to read a book. I want to go for a walk. What is yes for you? Maybe you want to meet some friends. You want to laugh. You want to eat a nice dinner, or you want to be completely alone. It doesn't matter. What is your yes? Practice that. The more you learn how to say yes to yourself and yes to life, it will be easier to say no to certain situations, because you will become aware that by saying yes to others, if you don't want to participate or do something, you are actually saying no to yourself. How can you feel yes? When you really say yes to yourself, to your life, and to your energy, it should feel easy. It should feel like you're opening up. It should feel like you are in a flow. So it's not rigid. It's not contracted. It's not like I have to do it. It's not forcing myself. Just because everyone else is doing it, I should do it. For example, I have to post an Instagram video today because otherwise, no. Oh, today my yes is saying, I want to share something, and I will post a video or whatever it is for you. So how does that yes feel in your body? Explore that and be curious. How does yes really feel in my body? And what do I really say yes to today? You can be surprised. Maybe what you're really saying yes to is not at all what you would have expected by forcing yourself and doing something that you think that you should be doing. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense. If you're interested more in passive aggression, or how to set boundaries, join me in this workshop called Enough. Link is in the description. I hope that this video was beneficial for you. If you have any questions or comments, please write to me. I'm here for you, and I will see you next time.